Hello, my name is Daniel Forquet, and for my Geography 777 Project 2, I focused on Duthat State Park in Virginia. The application was designed with a large map as its central feature, with a menu on the left-hand side to switch between a series of map themes. The intended user is someone who hasn't visited the park before but is interested in learning more about it. The user is also assumed to not have very much experience with GIS or digital mapping. So to accommodate for this lack of experience, the themes on the left-hand side will show or hide layers as needed. For example, if you click on the Trails option, it'll show both the Trails layer and the parking layer. The trails can be symbolized with the Trailblaze color, but it can also be changed to show the difficulty level. Eventually, the server is pretty slow today, apparently. Okay, the cabins layer has information on all of the cabins in the park, which includes the cabin number, the number of bedrooms, and the maximum capacity that this particular cabin supports. It also shows a picture of the cabin and the ability to check for rental availability for that cabin at the external Reserve America website. The search bar on the bottom also allows the user to search for the cabin by number. And there is cabin 15 again. The campsites is a similar setup where you have a point layer for the campsites. And you can see the campsite name, the number of sites available, and a link to the Reserve America site. The waterfalls layer and the parking layer are both fairly simple point layers showing where the features are located. The next section in the menu is the About Park section, which just shows links to the official website as well as the site to reserve a cabin or campsite. And in the contact section, you have a link to the phone number, which if this were a phone, you could click it and it would use the phone app to call. And finally, you have the Add Map Comment button, which pressing that will allow the user to add a comment point directly onto the map. So they would click this button, Add Map Comment Point. And let's say they stayed at a cabin right over here. Put in their name and email. And I enjoyed my stay. And that will write that point to the database. And normally with a production application, you would want some kind of moderation to happen, but for demonstration purposes, I can just turn this on and show you that it did indeed write to the database. And email is hidden because privacy reasons, but that can be looked up in the back end. And one more feature is the ability to locate the device. So if you click on this tracking widget, if you happen to be in the park at the time, it will bring you there. It's taking me, well, kind of near my house. I don't live in an interchange. But if I were in the park, it would show where my device was. And you can also hit this home button to bring you back to the park. And one more thing. The application was designed to be fully responsive. So if we were to switch this over to mobile view, did catch up. Basically, it's the same layout and everything, the same functionality. It's just that the menu now will collapse. And that is my project. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.